mic is muted. Let's try that again. Hey! Oh, it's been a weekend. We've been party animals all weekend long.
That's right.
So my brain is a little mushy.
Birthdays all day, every day, all weekend.
Our family has 5 October birthdays. And this weekend we celebrated 3 of the 5.
That's
so
true.
We are partied out.
That's right.
But we are so excited to talk to you about how to plan for November. November just happens, Thanksgiving in particular, just happens to be my favorite holiday.
Right.
I think it's the holiday that has like the least stress if you allow it.
But they all can have the least stress if you plan for it.
That's true. But I feel like others come with like additional things. This can come with additional things. And so our word of the week is extra. And so November can feel extra. Extra meals, extra miles, extra people, extra. But here's the thing, extra doesn't have to be stressful. I'm trying to think of extra as abundance.
Okay. Like a bonus, like extra.
Bonus, like.
Yeah. Above and beyond.
Above and beyond. I'm talking with my hands today.
You are.
I need my pom-pom instead. Last week was my pom-pom.
Yes. Absolutely.
And so we have to think about extra, not just as one more thing that we do, but as an opportunity to, get to step into places that we don't usually step into, get to be around people that we don't usually be around, get to eat foods that we don't usually eat. And not just another thing to check off our to-do list. But at the same time, we still have to plan for extra.
That's right. So I think our theme is Flextra. We're gonna flex into extra.
He said he was gonna do that. I'm not sure.
I said I did it, and I did it.
Flextra.
I'd rather flex into extra than.
What do you think about?
Not be prepared for it.
What do you think about Flextra? I don't know.
I mean, come on.
I mean, these guns. Let's be real.
Yeah, just took to the gun show.
All right. So every November, our house is already full. Let's be real.
Yeah.
But at November, it gets even fuller of food and meals and all of that stuff. I will say that my son, even though we are getting married the day before Thanksgiving, put his foot down and said, we will have Thanksgiving on Thanksgiving, like Thanksgiving food. And so.
Yeah, because he didn't want leftovers.
He didn't want leftovers from the wedding.
Right.
And I kind of get that. Like, it's its own thing and it's its own day. But I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to be sleeping. I'm going to take it. And so when you plan for the extra, that allows you to be more present in the moment. So obviously your grocery budget is going to look different. Your travel is going to look different. Even taking time off work this month might impact your budget a little bit differently. So all of this you have to take into account. We were just having our own November budget meeting just an hour ago. And so we were like, so how are we going to adjust this? How are we going to do this? It's something that we do regularly.
And thank goodness the weather has changed to lower the utility bills.
Oh, yes. Utility bills are lower around here. Woohoo, thank goodness.
Yeah.
And so it doesn't necessarily mean cutting things out unless you want to, but it does mean saying yes to the things that you absolutely want. Yes, I want to be around family. So how do I make that happen? Yes, I want to, have a meal around a table with the people I love. How do I make that happen? So how do we prepare for the extra? Okay.
And so, off of our November Thanksgiving theme of gratitude.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Gratitude and extra abundance. They all go together.
They do. All right.
All right. So I got 3 tips for you. 1, 2, 3. Of how to plan for abundance this November.
Okay.
All right. So we got to talk about what does it look like? How do you plan for that extra and not panic about it?
I don't want to panic.
I don't either.
There's a lot going on and I don't want to panic.
No. Panic is what gets you killed.
Wow, that went dark fast.
Well, like if you're scuba diving and you panic underwater, that's when you have real problems.
I was thinking it's just what busts your budget, but you that could happen too.
I guess if you're scuba diving underwater. All right, back to the number one.
Yeah.
You got to plan for those big meals.
You really do.
Yeah, well, you know, grocery inflation is a real thing.
It really is.
Yeah, and it just seems like it doesn't stop. So when you're having those special things, they cost more than they used to.
Well, and what I have found is, and I've tried to be really more cognizant of it lately, is grab more of the things that you get regularly or you're going to get in the special season when it's on that special rate. Right.
Yep.
So I've already seen turkeys on sale. And I've already seen some of the pie fillings and everything. So don't wait until Thanksgiving week. Like, go grab some of that stuff now, because supply and demand, y'all.
Right.
As we get closer to Thanksgiving, those deals may not be as good.
Exactly. Right. So, you know, you're going to be hosting family, or you're going to go bring a dish, right, to hanging out with other people. Start mapping out those food costs now.
Yeah.
Don't wait till the last minute.
And one of the things that, you know, may have to happen if you're in this place is a potluck Thanksgiving, right? If you have to share the cost of doing this, that's great. I remember when I was a kid, my mom was in charge of what we called the relish tray, which was all the like little side things like the pickles and the
celery.
Yeah, all the stuff, right? Yeah. And then my dad was in charge of the dressing, and my grandmother was in charge of the turkey, and like, so like we all divided and conquered, so no one person had to be in charge of the whole thing.
And that takes us back to community.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Love that
Which
word.
is what we did last. What was our kind of our theme last week?
Yes. Yeah. So don't feel like you have to take it on yourself. Ask.
Right.
Just be like, hey, can you bring the rolls? Even paper plates and sodas. Like, just have people pitch in. Yeah.
Yeah. So look at what you've got already on hand, right?
Yep.
But think about getting those things early that'll last, right? They're not going to expire or perish, right? Yeah. So you can get them at a lower cost, hopefully, and at least spread out that budget impact, right?
Exactly.
And that way you don't have one huge, ginormous budget bill on food for Thanksgiving week.
Yep.
Which is a budget buster.
Yep. Yeah, I think they say Americans consume more food the week of Thanksgiving than any other time.
That may be true.
I don't have a fact to quote, but I feel like I've heard that somewhere. So if you're going to consume twice as much food and it's going to impact your budget, you should plan.
Right. So that planning, that prep, right, helps you enjoy the meal, enjoy the fellowship, rather than stressing out at checkout or during the holiday itself.
I just say I have twice as much pie.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's pie. All right, so that's number one, right?
Yeah.
Plan for those big meals.
Absolutely.
Number two, account for your travel and time off, right? It's going to cost some money to go somewhere.
Whew.
Gas, airplane tickets. I think those are a little feel higher cost right now too.
Right.
You might have to have a hotel night stay. Those aren't cheap either.
Right.
Those snacks on the road, those are sneaky.
Right.
Who doesn't want a road snack?
Yeah, and they feel like they're $5 at the convenience store.
That's why the word convenience. It's your convenience and their profits, right?
Well, and for our friends out there who are being impacted by the shutdown, like, this is even more important for you, because some of your time off may not be your choice, and so account for how you're going to plan for that. Just want to throw this out there. If you are impacted by the shutdown and you want somebody to talk to, we are giving complimentary 30-minute budget coaching check-ins for anybody who's been impacted by the government shutdown. So just send us a message.
Yep. So absolutely. We'd love to talk to you about that.
Yeah.
Help you through it as best we can, partner.
Absolutely. But yeah, you're not wrong. Like, depending on the year, depending on how much PTO you have, you might get paid time off, you might get non-paid time off. And so, the paycheck could be way different depending on what this time of year looks like.
Especially if you don't have PTO.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You're automatically going to bring in less money then.
Yep. There are definitely some jobs where it's like, you don't get paid if you don't show up. And so, if you want to spend time with family, that's a choice.
It's a priority.
Yeah, absolutely. But plan for it.
Right. So build it into your plan now. Adjust those other spending categories that you have some flexible room in.
Mm-hmm.
So then you can travel without the guilt.
Yeah. There is nothing worse. And I had this, I went on a trip once, and I think it was right after I got divorced, and I was trying to go visit somebody. And I think I was calculating at every point I filled my gas tank, right? Like, this is how much this gas is going to take. How much can I spend on food the next stop? That just sucks all How can I make this come go back and forth? So yeah, just be aware of those things.
Yep. All right. And the third tip number 3.
The what are we calling it?
Flextra.
The flextra of the day.
That's right. Leave room for those unexpected things that just pop up, right? One more grocery run. One more
a kid gets sick at Thanksgiving.
Right. One more invitation to a hangout party.
Yeah.
One person who comes at the last minute and wants to join up with your meal.
Which is all great news.
Yeah, and you want to do it.
Except for the kid getting sick.
Yeah, you don't want the kid to get sick.
Yeah.
So my tip is add a small flextra line to your
really
budget.
Going full on this, yeah.
Put a little extra buffer in there. Make it a special category.
Yeah.
For this season, right? For the holiday season. That way, if you don't need it, you can use it again for something else later. But if you do need it, you've got it in your plan. And that margin, right? That creates a little margin, a little buffer. That's where your peace is going to be found.
Oh, 100%.
It's what keeps the joy from turning into stress.
It really is. And just imagine, like, you have that margin and then you end up not using it.
Right.
Like, roll it forward.
Right. You can pay a debt with it. You can put it in your savings. You can
roll it forward to the next trip or vacation or whatever, and just like have just margin and cushion just in life.
Right. So when you plan for that abundance or that flextra, instead of reacting, right, you get to experience the good kind of extra, and that's the laughter, the memories, not the worry.
You can tell that I laugh often in our home.
Yeah. There's a lot of laughter.
It's a good thing.
Yeah, it definitely is.
So really, it's all about keeping the joy, focusing on that, and kind of trying to release some of that stress. There's a lot of things to be stressed about right now, y'all. There's just, honestly. And so one of the things that somebody really challenged me in my money planning a few years ago is like, we always focus on planning for what if I don't have enough? What if we thought about planning for what if we had extra? And so that is our challenge to you this week. Not only what if I have extra people, or what if I have extra, events, miles or whatever. Yeah. What if you had extra money?
Yeah. What would you do with it? Besides be extremely happy, right?
Yeah. And money's not the cause of happiness. No. But sometimes, you've worked your tail off, and then, the results of your work come through. And so what would you do if you had extra? Sometimes we don't make a plan for that. We make a plan for everything else. What if I have less? What if there's an emergency? What if, right? Plan for good things to happen.
And leave space for them to happen too, right? Yeah.
Think about what good things you want to bring into your life. Pray about what good things you want to have in your life. Tell people what good things you want to have in your life. Because if we spend all of our time talking about the cuts and the struggles and all of that, like, that's where our mind goes too. And so we've got to spend some time talking about the possibilities, because that abundance is just as possible as the flat tire.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so we want you, this is our challenge as we start November, we want you to think in abundance. And so not only think about what is one extra thing that might be coming in November, but also challenge yourself to think about what would you do if something came in abundance, right? It may be money, right? It may be time. It might be, I don't know.
It might be like time with a loved one. Or a friend.
Yeah. Right now it's laughter. What are the things that could come in abundance, and what would you do if that entered your life? Let's make sure we have time for all of that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Let us know. Let us know what you're planning for in abundance and what you hope abundantly comes into your life. We want to hear about it. And so The last thing we want to leave you with is a couple of things. If you are on our email list, and the link is down below, join our email list. We're going to start a new thing in November where you can share your goals with us, and we will send you some encouragement if that's what you want, or just kind of be, kind of cheering you on in the background otherwise. And so we really just want to build a community of encouragement. So watch for that email if you're on our email. And then the other thing, what else is happening in November, babe?
Well, my big news for November 1st is our 2026 group webinar passes are going on sale.
Yeah, you want to hang out with us in 2026.
Yeah. We're the coolest.
We are. And so on November 1st, 2026, November 1st, 2025, our 2026 webinar passes are going to go live. What that means is every month in 2026, we're going to have a special focus topic webinar that you can be a part of, and you're going to need a pass, like a ticket, to get in. And so you're going to want to have that. Now, our best deal, babe. What is the best deal of the year?
Mind-shattering great deals. The best deal for our webinar bundle.
Yeah.
So that's 12 monthly webinar passes.
12 hours with us.
That's right.
Yeah.
Which that's almost, you can't put a price on it.
Yeah. I mean, I could, but it would be way
less.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But there's more.
But wait, there's more.
Plus, you get a ticket to our in-person event in June of 2026.
Our very first summit. Right. It's going to be incredible.
The inaugural kickoff summit.
You're going to be empowered, life changed. You want to be there.
That's our best value yet.
Yeah.
And it's all for just $497.
A ticket to a full day summit.
Yep.
Let me see if I got this right. A ticket to a full day summit and 12 hours with us.
So 12 hours with us, a ticket to the all-day summit with special guests and life-changing events
is $497.
That's our best price.
That's a stinking deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you want to be there and get this best price, that QR code will take you right to that page, and you can grab your ticket. And so grab those tickets, and we would love to be with you each month in 2026, and especially at our event in June. It's going to be a full year of tools, community, and coaching, and we do not want you to miss out on this. So grab your tickets and your passes and join us in 2026. You have any other wisdom to share before we head out for the day, babe?
No, I think we should just do Flextra one more time.
Do it for it.
No, you got to do it too.
I don't know. I don't have the muscles that you do.
Everybody can Flextra.
All right. Thank you for spending your Sunday with us. Just a couple of programming notes. The next few weeks are going to be a little different. We're going to be live with you next week, but then the couple of weeks following that, there are going to be some amazing replays of special guests and special topics because we're getting married. So stay tuned for that, and we will see you wherever we see you, and hope to stay connected with you throughout the month of November. So, all right, y'all, have a great day and see you next Sunday.
Have a great week. We'll see you next Sunday.
Bye.
Bye.